Hello and welcome back everybody, DL here, and welcome back to another video. So it is obviously a little later in the day. Just like I said in the previous video, we will now be going over the Gala Dragalia. So this is also going to be a really interesting video because I did read this at midnight. And by the way, it is Gala Emile, alright? I read Gala Emile's kit. And this is definitely something I need to talk about because this is going to be the most unique kit. I know most new players, you're going to need a breakdown on this, right? You're definitely going to need a breakdown and know some mechanics of the game in order to properly understand just how good this unit is, okay? So, without further ado, let's just talk real quick, right? He is a support unit, so keep in mind he's not meant to do damage, all right? He's not meant to do damage. I always like to keep that on the mind, just in case it's like, oh well, why doesn't this unit do well? Well, that's because they're tagged as a support unit. Not everyone has the grace of being twins, to be fair. Also, one little tidbit here is that they won't have an unlockable Metro skin in an ABR yet, but however, they will make it in a future update. Okay, sure, whatever. He will be a water wand. So, bright side, we haven't had a good water wand in quite a long time. So yay! Already best water wand in the game already. So first skill will be follow me minions. This skill can only use when the user has one or more ego gauge charges. I find this funny as shit because it's just him. Okay, it is just him. I love that. Absolutely love it. All right, so it will consume this skill will consume one charge of the ego gauge. If one or more teammates are located behind the user, all right, you will grant the entire team a team strength amp. You heard that. Otherwise, grants to the user a strength amp. So, okay, he has a team amp just in his kit. All right, you can just do a team amp. What the shit? What the actual hell? It's like a 5k mod, so that's okay, honestly. It's meant to take time anyway, so honestly, I don't blame it. But it's not tied to a cooldown. So meaning, if you do have capabilities of the bubble that like Isaac has, if water ever gets that in the future, or maybe outside of Nihility GNC, you can spam this. All right, you can spam this. Will it just be in front of the healer who will be at distance? And guess what? You can literally supply the team with probably near level 3 amps by the time break happens, and you can start from 0. Obviously, depending if on the team you have a level 3 amper, right? You do need that requirement, but that's still bonkers, right? That's still pretty damn strong. But then also we have Protect Me Peons. I love his skill names. It just fits him so damn well. It fits him. Just like in the first skill, it will consume a ego charge. You will grant the user damage diffusion, which is damage reduction pretty much. And also, if a team amp is located in front of the user, you'll grant a team defense amp this time. Otherwise, it will be a regular defense amp. Okay, so just like Cyrus, alright? He has dual amps in his kit. Both are tied to level 2, unfortunately, so you will need a level 3 person on your team in order to really help you out. But he can do both amps. Alright, that is pretty damn good. And both do also have the same SP cost. So also, do keep that in mind. That is actually really damn good. Alright. Both amps, like you can do some crazy stuff with 2 amps. You can do some crazy stuff depending on the unit kits. Alright. I can't wait until this dual amp stuff hits wind for the sole purpose of Yukata Lothna. I need to see that very badly. That will help her DPS uptime incredibly well. But however, moving on from the future, standard skill damage collab, very good, but the chain collab is actually team strength amp is equal to skill haste. All right, this is actually good because it's like it's not like Mercury and stuff like that too, as where with a team amp, you're getting a full-blown resistance to as which once when you lose it, guess what? You're kind of in a pit right there. This is only skill haste. This has beneficial factors, but it's not a crutch. All right, I will give it that. It's not a crush, but this is still very good. It's skill HP rate by 6%, which is pretty nice. It's nice. Always good to have. But also, we are going to have Water Worm's Guidance too. Alright, so grants Smile a Dragon Drive gauge, and changes the Shapeshift button into a Dragon Drive button. Tapping this will activate blah 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 blah. Emile's Dragon Drive immediately ends after this attack, to as of which it will perform a special attack at the end. So, okay. But I just find it funny that it's Mercury. Alright, this is complete guidance to... I say guidance. This is a complete reference to like chapter 2 of the main story. And I'm probably going to have that like main image as like the thumbnail for this, because it just works really damn well for this, in my opinion. But this is good. Alright, so, and we do know because of that, this is going to work like Galazethia's. This is going to work like Galazethia. To as of where Bahamut will attack automatically, then deal a hit, then go away. That's what this is going to be like. So, knowing that, this is good. So, however, you should not be using Ciela with this, because with Ciela you would want to main it, so do keep that in mind. And also Emile will have an Ego Gauge with up to 3 charges. The Ego Gauge will fill with standard attacks, dashes, and force strikes that do connect with enemies. So it's like Gala Alex Gauge, it's like a Sandeflon Gauge, it's like that. Alright. In addition, grants Emile 4 more skill points for equipping shared skills, and increases his skill gauge feel rate by 40%. Scratch my head real quick. Because what the shit? So with this, he has a shared skill cost total of 14, meaning he can equip 2 7 cost shared skills on his kit. That is absolutely broken in of itself, all right? But however, we get even further, all right? So increases damage dealt by shared skills by 150%. And also, shared skills that deal damage will also inflict frostbite. Okay. So let me talk to you about shared skills very, very quickly, okay? So how shared skills work in this game is, first of all, obviously, you know that they have an increased shared skill cost, okay? So his skill gauge feel rate counters that. That counters that immediately. And also shared skills, they do deal slightly less damage. All right, this was something I was actually unaware of. This is something I was informed of as of last night, actually, because now I'm probably gonna have to make a good shared skill video. Probably gonna have to do that, but oh well, we'll get to that when we get to it. If I recall correctly, it deals 70% damage. 70% of the damage, I should say. So with this, you are still dealing 120% additional damage. All right, and also you have frostbite on top of it. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. All right, it's dumb because who in the dev team would think, hey, let's make a unit where their main damage is shared skills and their actual kit revolves around giving both amps? This unit is literally going to be the most flexible unit. One of the most flexible units in the entire game. Because, for example, if a unit ever comes out with a broken shared skill, guess what? He is buffing them. Alright? He is getting buffed because of it. So, literally, he has so much future use. Amps are not going away. He can do infinite amps, pretty much. A skill damage collab, always very good. Because he has a Dragon Drive, you literally main him, swap into whoever is going to have Ciela, and boom, you have 2 damaging shared skills on him and which he can Dragon Drive, which will benefit dragons. Like he is literally one of the dumbest units I've ever seen in this game. All right, he is going to become a staple water unit. Okay, no ifs, ands, or buts. He is going to become a staple water unit. So on that note, I more than likely will be summoning for Gala Emile. This is actually a really good kit. I would love to test this out. And also, I did forget to mention, just standard Baron Stud Res. Like nothing much else. But, however, I do want to say this very quickly. Where could he potentially fill out on the team? He's going to fill the support role. So, unfortunately, I think Gala Emile will be getting the boot here. That's what I think. But, however, because he subs as a damage dealer, he might still be able to run with Gala Emile very well. And just run. Alright, you can run with Gala Emile and probably Sandephalon actually. Mainly because of the fact that Sandy provides defense amps. Alright. Sandy's defense amps, Ellie is strength amps. So literally Gala Emile can supply with both. Which is very, very good. Gala Emile will be able to supply with both. And probably some 6 options. You can probably run Catherine and be fine, honestly, because Catherine got fixed and is damage. All right, so that would be that sounds very, very strong, actually. So that's probably something you would want to run with when paired with Gala Emile. But also to just talk up a little bit more. What share skills could I see him having? All right. We know Saimai exists, right? Saimai is very good because it's a pretty good hitting move. It's a 6 cost, and it will also reduce defense. So this will provide support while also still dealing a really good amount of damage. Very, very, very good. So I like that a lot. I do like that a lot. And as for another one, I'm not quite sure. Like, I want to run Dragon Claws, but it's like, Dragon Claws isn't meant for damage exactly. So it's like, I'm not quite sure. You do want to tier him away from supports, obviously. Like, maybe something else that does defense down. Maybe. I'm not sure what else you could possibly want on him. But definitely Saimai skill is going to be an option you should consider. Maybe if you're at the least running Surtur, you can run like Formal Joachim or Halloween Silas and literally have 3 afflictions on 1 skill. You could do that, no problem. And that will be funny. That'll be very funny to run with. But regardless, that's going to be it for this video. I'm done gushing about him. I'm just very, very excited because also, just like Astories, it seems like we're going to be entering a dual amp meta. This is going to be a very, very broken meta. Alright? Very broken. So this is something I would love to see live and in person. Now, obviously, this meta won't take off immediately. Just like with amps, it's not going to take off immediately. But as we get more units, we could potentially start to see something arise. Alright? As always, stuff like this will start to take time in order to truly ripen. Alright? The seeds have been planted. This meta is going to ripen. And on that note, I don't know when I'm going to upload again. I don't know if I'll be summoning for a mild day 1, but if I do, you will see a summon video. So, on that note, I will see you all next time. See ya.